Learn about the Firefighter Combat Challenge and the Carolina Gym Carousel Horse coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Fox 43 studio. We're focused on the upcoming Firefighter Combat Challenge, and we're visiting with Michael Medeiros, a firefighter EMT with Horry County Fire and Rescue, and the team leader of Team Horry, the Horry County Fire Rescue Competition Team. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Greg.
Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
You're welcome.
Incredible opportunity to highlight an amazing event, June 20th through 21st, Broadway at the Beach. Folks will be coming in from all over America to be here to see you guys compete.
Yep. It's going to be great.
I'm kind of spellbound just thinking about it.
It's a big event.
And also to know that a little more than a week from now, April 26th at Tanger Factory Outlets, folks will be out there to get a preliminary, essentially, a precursor to what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're having a fire muster. It's an old-fashioned fire event. It's going to be 5 actual fire ground attack scenarios. We're bringing departments from across the state and possibly, well, actually, Georgia and North Carolina are bringing some teams as well. And this is going to just bring all the departments together, try to get camaraderie out, get their competition out, try to get them competing so that they can get ready for this June event. And this is going to be the biggest event of the year, as per with Scott Challenge. They're saying that it's going to be even bigger than the Worlds.
Wow. June 20th through the 21st, and next Saturday, April 26th, just to get a feel of it. And that'll start at 10 a.m. next Saturday.
At the Tanger Outlet Mall.
Okay, great. Let's talk real quick about yourself, Michael. Are you originally from the area?
No, I'm originally from Cambridge, Ontario. That's in Canada. I moved down here about 8 years ago. Had to have the beach life, and then started off with the lifeguard service and moved on from there.
You've got family here in the area?
My wife and some in Massachusetts as well.
Great. And you said 8 years ago you started in the lifeguard. Son of a gun. What got you into that, and what got you out of that?
Well, anybody interested in lifeguarding, it's just the whole. Myself was life-saving aspect. I mean, other people have other reasons, but being on the beach is a great thing. I mean, it's just nature and all that. But leaving that to the fire aspect, a lot of people actually from the lifeguarding service end up in the public safety, whether it be police departments, locally or nationally. They may move to a, I know some folks that are in the FBI and even with ATF now that were lifeguards.
Is that
so?
Right?
I mean, you do move on to other things, but it's all about some type of public safety.
And so 8 years ago in lifeguarding, and then when did you join Horry County Fire Rescue?
2001, I was with Horry County. Also, 2000, I was volunteering for a couple years, and then moved into the career aspect a little bit after the 2001 year, and I was career after that. Okay,
and you said you were volunteering. You were volunteering as a firefighter.
Correct. On your own time, whenever you do have time, all the volunteers do carry pagers. They are trained as highly as the career are, the career firefighters, and they have to go through the same not only training but the same screening as well. And whenever you get toned out, if you're not at work, hopefully you can respond to these either fires or emergencies.
The amazing thing, Michael, I know a lot of viewers think about it and they wonder, what is it about you guys? What is it about you all that? What is it that enables you to be a firefighter?
I think you're born with it. A lot of people do it because they love to help the public, help people in need. I get fulfillment out of it. I know a lot of my friends in the fire department get fulfillment out of that. At the same time, everybody feels safer, and it feels good to make them feel safer on that point. But there are some people that have got involved because the 9/11, and that's, whatever reasons you got involved is great, as long as the real reason is you just want to help.
And obviously volunteers are very important. Are most counties similar to Horry County, and they've got a large volunteer support area?
Yeah, with us we have a lot. We have rural, and we do have city aspects to our county. But with our rural areas, it's really good to have volunteers for the fact that we don't have as many apparatus available, and with the more manpower you have, the better you're going to do in an emergency setting. With the point that responding apparatus will take longer to get there, if you have the extra manpower, then whenever someone gets tired, 2-man, 2-out, at least you have someone to switch off with.
Right, right. Obviously, the big focus is Firefighter Combat Challenge, June 20th through the 21st. And you are the team leader of Team Ori. Let's talk real quick about Team Ori. When was it formed? Why did it form? And what are y'all doing?
We've had something put together every year. It's been just something small at the last minute for the July event, the conference that we have for the Firefighter Association in South Carolina. And that's just a small competition they have at Conference Center. It's big for the state, but it's not a national event. Now, after that event last year, we really wanted to do something more, so we got a few folks together that wanted to stick together. We said, let's train some more, let's get involved, let's get with the Combat Challenge. We went to the first event in Winston-Salem, which was the regional championships, and we did all right. We didn't do great, and then we ended up going to Portsmouth after that, the week after, and actually qualified for the Worlds with a qualifying time.
And speaking of qualifying, how would a firefighter qualify to be a member of Team Ori or any other team that competes?
Well, I mean, every team has their own tryouts. With the tryouts comes responsibility. If you live up to the responsibility that they hand you, which in our aspect would be point system with physical training on your own, and as well as coming out to the practices and public education, you do all that and you can still compete. If you can't make all that, then obviously you put an alternate level.
Mike, where did the idea for a firefighter challenge or firefighter combat challenge, where did that originate? Did that start in the U.S.?
Yeah, it was approximately about 20 years ago. A fellow by the name of Dr. Davis from Maryland, he was asked by FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, to institute some sort of physical agility program for the fire departments, which they didn't really have at the time. So he came up with this Firefighter Combat Challenge, which brought in the aspects of many parts of the firefighting field, and it was instilled into training, also into hiring practices, and then from then on he just continued on having the actual competitions, and it's just got bigger and bigger every year until it's worldwide. Absolutely huge. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, a little kind of preliminary coming up next Saturday, the 26th, Tanger Factory Outlets, right where 22 ends if you're coming from the PD or Correct.
Southeastern North Carolina and driving down 501, break off on 22, take that right to the Tanger Factory Outlets.
Can't miss it.
It'll kick off at 10 a.m.?
Correct.
And that's a muster. Well, what is a muster exactly? Where did that idea originate?
That's way before the Combat Challenge ever started. That was way back when fire departments just thought of little things they can do to speed up their abilities. So anything you would do on a fire ground, they thought, well, let's make that into a little competition. Well, every aspect of the firefighting aspect, fire attack scenarios, they instilled into different events. And we have 5 events that are going to be at this particular muster. And it's going to just have teams trying to do it the fastest and the cleanest, so they don't get any penalties, and try to win the trophies.
Great, great. Well, of course, the big focus, June 20th and 21st. It's great if you can't be there June 20th and 21st to get out and have an opportunity next Saturday, the 26th of April. But obviously, hopefully, you'll be there on the 26th so you can experience much of what's really going to happen on June 20th and 21st for firefighters all over America.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell the viewers, give them a sense of what they'll see if they come out that Friday and Saturday.
The June event, what you'll see is you won't miss a 5-story tower that's going to be sitting there erect on 29th Avenue and Bypass. And then there'll be a course set up with 40,000 square feet area that they'll need. And you'll see firefighters, 500 firefighters from across the country are going to be competing here. At the same time, there's going to be a smaller version for the kids. It's a Kids Combat Challenge, Kids Crawl, Drag, and Squirt, a scaled-down version of the Combat Challenge. And the on-target personnel bring actually the equipment and the gear for the children. And every child that participates gets something. They win something. And ages 4 to 12, anybody that wants to bring their kids out, it's free, and they'll have a great time. Wow, so the entire event's free. Come out and watch. Correct. And if you can bring children out, they'll be able to experience that opportunity of getting suited up. Oh, yeah.
That is huge. Well, you know, the exciting thing, last week we were at the Grand Dunes Golf Club promoting the Hadwin White Pro Celebrity Tournament, which is held that same weekend, June 20th through 22nd. Of course, the great thing for a lot of those golfers that are coming in town is they have big families they're bringing with them, and those folks could be down at Broadway at the Beach, right there at the Hard Rock Cafe parking lot, a huge location. And you said a 5-story tower?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Michael, are there still sponsorship opportunities available?
There sure are. We've to pay for this event, we've obviously had to. We've gotten sponsors from local businesses to help out, and we do have sponsorships available for anybody interested. They can contact us, myself or the department, and we'll give them all the information they need to be able to help out.
They'd want to contact you. What's the number to reach you?
843-236-4173, or the department, they can contact them at 843-248-1223.
Okay. Where will firefighters, if they win at this level in Myrtle Beach, from all over America, where will they have the opportunity to compete next?
Well, if they got qualifying time, they get to go to the Worlds, and that's in November. And right now, it's not set where it'll be at. But if they don't qualify, that's fine. There'll be other qualifying regional championships in other cities across the country, one being Pigeon Forge or even Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But yeah, the Worlds is where you want to go. I mean, that's where it all is.
Michael, why do you participate in these competitions?
I like the competition. I like to compete, but at the same time, it's the physical agility part of it. It brings out the best of everybody. Brings out the best of myself. I know my teammates, brings out the best of them. And with that in mind, our department, it puts a grin on their face if we do well. And at the same time, gets them more interested in physical training, which is the main aspect here, is getting people more physically fit. And we don't have to have problems with stressors, and that we can alleviate all that.
Michael, as the team leader for Team Ori, what do you hope to accomplish at the challenge?
I hope get our best time, get under sub 90, and then hopefully at the Worlds this year we can get in the top 10.
Absolutely, that would be spectacular. Whether you make it, Tanger Factory Outlets next Saturday, the 26th of April. Come out at 10 a.m., rain or shine, folks will be out there. It'll be an exciting opportunity to experience a muster. Or come out June 20th through 21st, even more importantly. That Friday and Saturday, 29th Avenue, 17 Bypass, that corner, the Hard Rock Cafe parking lot, Broadway at the Beach. An amazing event. Firefighters from all over America will be in competing to see who's the best. Michael Medeiros, thanks so much for being with us this morning. Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Monetta Miller coming up next. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Fox 43 studio. We're focused on the carousel horses on parade, and we're visiting with the artist, Monetta Miller, who painted the Carolina Gem. Good morning, Monetta. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
It's good to be here.
Incredible opportunity to highlight you and your skills and the Carolina Gem, which was sponsored by Carolina People and is located at Myrtle Square Mall. It'll be there until May 30th, May 31st.
Till the Sun Fun Parade.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Sun Fun Parade's on May 31st.
Right.
So it's getting close, but viewers could come out. If viewers are in the PD or southeastern North Carolina, travel down to Myrtle and visit Myrtle Square Mall and see so many of the artists who are even there today.
They're beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
They are.
They're
nice.
Took a lot of work to do it, though, didn't it?
Well, a little bit. It was fun.
Well
I
worth
enjoyed it
to see that final result.
Yeah.
Let's talk real quick about yourself, Monetta. Are you originally from the area?
No, I'm from Orrville, Ohio.
Is that right?
Yes.
And Orrville, Ohio is known for a couple of amazing things.
Yes, Smucker's apple jelly. Apple butter.
Uh-huh.
And Bobby Knight.
And Bobby Knight.
Yes.
You're kidding? Do
Yeah.
you know Bobby Knight?
Yes, I do.
Is that right?
Yes, he was in my class.
Is that right? I think I heard from somebody that maybe you all knew each other pretty special at a very early age.
Yes, about 5th grade.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. You know, there's so many viewers around the area that know that name. They may not know Orville, Ohio, but they surely know that name.
That's right.
As well as Smuckers.
That's right.
Do you still have family in Ohio?
Yes, I do. My sister and my nieces and nephews are still there.
What brought you to Myrtle Beach, Monetta?
My daughter was in Camp Lejeune, and she was in the service 4 years, and in the Navy she was a corpsman. And so she says, Mom, we like Myrtle Beach. Why don't you go to Myrtle Beach? Because I wanted to go to Florida, but she talked me into coming to Myrtle Beach.
That's
so
exciting.
she could come down here on weekends.
Is she still at Camp Lejeune?
No, she's not. She's in the West Indies in St. Kitts, and she's in veterinary school in school in West Indies.
Have you been down to visit her?
Yes, I have.
Ooh, wow.
It's fun.
Have you been recently?
Yes, Christmas.
Is that right?
Yes, we had a wonderful time.
How long were you down there?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Golly. Did you do any painting while you were down?
Some, yes. I didn't have too much time, but I took a lot of pictures, and it's beautiful there. There's mountains and the ocean. You can see the Caribbean and the Atlantic at the same time. It's mountains, so real hilly, beautiful.
Inspiration for a lot of different paintings.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
The water so beautiful, clear.
I bet. Did you spend any time in the water?
Oh, yes. I took some pictures in the water.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
How exciting. How long have you been painting, Monetta?
Since high school, really. And I painted murals, really, in high school and for dances and that type of thing in the gym. And then I've been doing watercolor since '95.
Is that right? Do you have a favorite? Is watercolors would be your favorite medium?
Watercolor is, yes. I like watercolor, but collage is what I really like. I'm really into those now.
Is that right? When you talk about a collage, I'm sure viewers think lots of different things. What exactly is a collage?
Collage is gluing paper on top of paper. And I put the watercolor on and then let it bleed, and I see an image. And whatever I see, I paint. It's similar to looking at the clouds in the sky and seeing an image. And then it's real neat.
Wow. So I was
Experience.
going to ask you what's your favorite subject, but I guess you've got to wait until the water gets down and to see what's going to turn out.
Yeah, they're fun.
Can you tell the viewers a little bit about the shot behind us, which is there behind your head?
Yeah, that's Savannah. That's the Mercer House, and the Midnight Garden of Good and Evil is a great movie that was out that I kind of painted the Savannah, the pillars, the church, and the magnolias. It's a real southern South Carolina picture. I enjoyed it.
That is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Is painting a profession now for you, Monetta, or is it strictly a hobby?
Well, pretty much of a hobby, but I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy helping other people and painting. I think it's really good therapy, not only for myself but other people. And I paint at the senior center, and I really encourage people to come down to the senior center and paint. We paint twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and there's other watercolor painting classes there also.
Great, good. If someone wanted to learn more about that, could they get in touch with you?
Yes, they could.
What would be the best way to reach you?
My telephone number is 843-293-4213.
Okay.
And I have an email, monetta24@yahoo.com.
Okay. Monetta 24@yahoo.com.
Right.
Were there 23 other Monettas in front of?
No, sorry. No, daughter's birthday,
Oh, that's-
24th of February.
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. It's always great to be thinking about your daughter.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes, you too.
Absolutely. Yes. How did you find out about the Carousel Horses on Parade project, Monetta?
Through Harry Love. Harry Love told me about it in the Waccamaw Guild.
And that's to benefit the Rivoli Theater. Is that correct?
That's right, the Rivoli.
The restoration of the Rivoli?
Right. On Chester Street, I believe. And so that we can have plays and an art gallery there so we can display our art. It'd be wonderful.
Can you tell the viewers, give the viewers a sense of the progress that's going on the Carolina Gym?
Oh, she's finished.
She is finished.
Yes, I
You're
have
kidding.
the last 3 coats on her. She's done.
Wow.
And then I understand she's going to be at the Gettings.
Pepper Gettings. That's
Pepper
exactly
Gettings.
right. She'll be located in front of Pepper Gettings. I talked to Diane Devon Stokes last night, who, along with Harry Love, is so active in really making the Carousel Horses on Parade a true success.
So people can see her there.
Yes, in front of Pepper Gettings. That's after the Sun Fun Parade.
Right.
Carolina Gym, she'll be located at Myrtle Square Mall until the Sun Fun Parade.
Right.
After the parade, she'll be located in front of Pepper Gettings until, I think, mid-September, when they actually will do the big auction back at Myrtle
Right.
Square Mall for folks to have an opportunity to bid on the many, many horses that'll be out for
50.
bid. Is that right? It'll be a total of 50.
50 horses.
That's fantastic. It was great to see you highlighted. I think it was the Myrtle Beach Herald-Star that
Yes.
highlighted, had a great picture of you while you were working on, was that a
Yeah,
surprise
that
to
was
you?
nice, yes. Yes, it was a surprise.
I bet. How do you think the renovation of the Rivoli Theater will benefit the community, Monetta?
Oh, I think it's a wonderful thing to have plays and here in Myrtle Beach and for the arts and a place for us to display our art. I think it's wonderful. You know, there's not too many places, so that encourages the arts for people. Such good therapy, and it's to be creative is wonderful. I encourage it.
Oh, yeah. Monetta, what was that like painting out in the open with folks coming around on a regular basis while you were painting Carolina
It
Gym?
was fine. I loved it, really. I got to talk to people that painted, and would come up to me, and they liked to paint, and they said, "Oh, well, I used to paint, but I don't paint anymore." And I just really encourage them to do that because it's wonderful. And children, little children, love to paint.
And what, I think a number of the artists painting their horses asked to have the horses delivered to their homes so that they could paint there.
Yes.
Didn't want the distractions. That didn't bother you.
No, that didn't bother me. I thought it would, but it didn't.
That's exciting. That's
Yeah.
exciting. There's still other folks painting there right now.
Oh, yes.
We've got a couple of minutes, and I wanted to just get an idea of some inspirations for you for painting. Were there inspirations at an early age?
Oh, yes, my mother. My mother painted china. My brother is a wood carver, and my other brother's a potter in Yarmouth, Maine.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Your mother's paints china.
Yeah, my mother's passed away, but she used to paint china years ago. The old china.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, what was that like growing up? And your mother did that
Well, she didn't really have time to paint when I was growing up, but she did it in her early years.
Were you able to spend time with your brothers who were either a wood carver or a potter?
Yes, yeah. They were still home when I was home.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you all ever merge any of your? I mean, do you think they were inspired by seeing you paint? I mean, that's surely wood carving and pottery and painting, three very.
Oh, they were encouraging to me. I think they were a great inspiration to me. Yeah.
Has your daughter picked up painting at all?
No, she doesn't have time. She's done some ceramics when she was in the service.
And I think you said, Monetta, you think painting is good for everybody.
Oh, yes, it is.
Why do you think?
Oh, because it's such good therapy. It's wonderful to be creative. And it's good for you very much.
You heard Monetta Miller say it. It's the therapy. It's good for you. It's good therapy, the opportunity to get out and share with others.
Right. That's a big thing.
Absolutely.
A lot of times I won't paint at home, but I'll paint at the senior center, and be with people instead of being alone, and to share, to get active, to do something, It's wonderful.
You can contact her at monetta24@yahoo.com or give her a call at 843-293-4213. Monetta, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Greg.
And thanks for your amazing work on Carolina Gem. It is gorgeous.
So fun.
Absolutely.
So fun.
Absolutely.
She is pretty.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. We want to thank Michael Medeiros and Monetta Miller for making today's Carolina People so special.